For the final unit of our semester, students focused on social action, making a difference. And students did a bunch of debates on different diversity issues in the classroom, but one of the main things that they did was work together in collaborative groups to put together mini documentaries on discrimination issues in their own community, which were later broadcast on public access television. But that was their way of communicating what they learned in the class and contributing back to society. You know, this is my message to you, and these are the things that we feel should be changed or can be changed. And by doing that, that was their way of trying to make a difference.
The mini documentaries was one of many technology-based projects that students worked on in the Shell program. In order for them to be able to produce a film, students needed to build their technology skills. Many of our students entered the Shell program with extensive technology experience, using the computer at home to browse entertainment websites or chat with and email friends. We wanted to show students that technology is more than a means for entertainment, but it's an effective tool for developing academic skills as well. In order to develop students' technology skills, Gina, Jill, and myself scaffolded different technology projects over time. First technology project that students produced was an electronic portfolio, and it was a basic project where students used Microsoft Word to develop word processing documents and used Microsoft PowerPoint to develop slide presentations. After the first year, students wanted to be a little more creative and wanted a more challenging project to do. So we decided to integrate video. The second project that students produced in Technology Lab was a PSA project, which stands for Public Service Announcement. And PSA project was a 90-second video that students use to communicate what they've learned in the classroom to the community. So students researched different issues in the community, such as child poverty, recycling, and standardized testing. And the projects are really great. They're very creative, and I think it was challenging at first because it requires students to use the writing skills, researching skills, aside from the technology skills. So they were forced to use the skills that they were developing in the classroom with Gina and Jill and integrate it into the projects in my Technology Lab course.
This is a process that the student sort of is in the driver's seat almost the entire time. And it's really interdisciplinary in that it combines an art skill, a language skill in terms of storytelling and narrative building, character development. There's also some technical skills and math skills when you're computing time code and really trying to figure out how to fit 45 minutes of footage into a 5-minute video. There are multiple different levels of skills are used. But I think some of the big things that come out of it are team building. Video is very much a collaborative project, and you have to know how to work in a team environment. It's something that you really can't do successfully flying solo. So team building, which also part of that comes leadership, listening skills, working in collaboration with other folks, which are skills that are lifelong. Video lends itself to those kinds of skills being developed. Also, the real emphasis on storytelling from their own perspective. I think a lot of times, for good reasons, things are prescribed to kids. Here's what we want you to do, here are the steps we want you to follow. In video production, really what happens is here are the skills, you tell the story, you tell us what you want to do.
Yeah, I think the technology part of this project will help me a lot in the future because the world is mainly about computers nowadays. Everything's getting more advanced, and I think the technology is a must to be learned in school. So it's really gonna be a important thing in our daily lives in the future, especially in school when I go to college and everything.
In teaching this class, one of the things that I really realized was how lucky these students are to be going through a program like this. And there are just so many different skills and literacies that they're learning now that are going to be really, really beneficial for them once they're done with high school and even in their senior year now. I actually feel very envious of them sometimes because they're learning so many things that I wish I had learned as a high school student, but they're in there every day and they're experiencing so many different things. A lot of things that they're learning are hands-on, so they don't just learn or read about things in black and white, they actually do them themselves, and that practice is going to make them that much more literate after they're done with high school.
I think the thing that I've learned through watching this Shell program and what they've done with the Farrington High School kids is you've just really, truly got to believe in the students' abilities and believe in the students' imaginations and really, in a way, take ourselves out of the driver's seat and be willing to go along for the ride that they've got.
The neat thing to see about this group of students was, it was progressive, but by the end of the 3 years, they'd really developed a group culture of success. They would push each other to succeed in school, to set high goals, and then challenge themselves to reach them. They had just blossomed. They participated in community service. They were active in clubs at school and student government. They excelled in sports. They were in mock trial. Just a whole bunch of stuff that maybe they wouldn't have done if someone hadn't been around to say, yeah, you can do this, you can succeed. They were applying for different colleges and thinking about where they were going to go. Also, by the end of the 3 years, their academic skills had just soared. They'd become confident and competent writers as opposed to at the beginning when they were struggling, just to write a paragraph or read some small text. And they had really learned to present their ideas clearly to an audience in a variety of different modes, whether it was speaking in a presentation or making a public service announcement to tell their views about an issue to their community.
I am known as the hate drug.
Everyone at one point or another takes me.
I mess with their head.
I change your opinions on others.
The worst part is,
I am addicting.
It's hard to get me out of your system.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
Discrimination.
Ew, you butchie. Look at druggies, stoners, alcoholics, low lives, low education, beach bums. These are just a few things people call Hawaiians.
Fobs, shorties, flips, wannabes, easy to get, dark. Sound familiar? Well, all the words you just said are part of discrimination.
Faggots, gays, lesbians, transsexuals, homosexuals, drag kings and drag queens, queer, baklas, and mahus are just a few examples of sexual orientation discrimination.
As Samoans, we're judged as no goods, not being able to learn, stupid people, but yet it feels as if we're not worthy to live here, to be here, but yet we're here. And it just feels as if that people base their judgments on what other people do, and it's unfair for the other Samoans that we're looked down upon from what other people say. And for myself, I feel as if that I am smart and I'm able to do more and accomplish more than what people might say about me as a Samoan. People looked at me and they judged me as a bully and stupid, but I proved them wrong.